What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. I hope y'all had a good day today. Pretty slow, choppy day. We nailed the top here on SPY. If you took puts here, you're gold. Hopefully, you close somewhere between the previous day VPOC or the January value area low, as after that it just got choppy and probably destroyed option prices with data. Um, and then FOMC was pretty blah, like nothing really happened. I mean, we did get a sell off at the end of the day, a little pump, but it was pretty flat. Like nothing really happened. I didn't look at the notes, so I don't even know what they said. But market wise, we didn't get very much of a reaction. Gonna go ahead and start deleting stuff. We should be gapping up overnight with Nvidia's earnings. Pretty sure ES is already running, but we'll take a look at that stuff. Let's go 30 minutes. So we can draw SIGs on the last 2 days, which we will do. All right, so single prints here at the top, and then it looks like we have a spike, which probably just is not going to mean much of anything as we're already like gapping up pretty hard. Or at least I think we are. Feels pretty weird putting the spike base up here, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and draw our SIGs. Alrighty, SIGs done. Charting basically done. Let's take a look at ES. Whoa. They're up like 60 points from Nvidia earnings. Um, we are up at 596 on SPY. Let's go ahead and zoom out on SPY and see how the day looked today. Just kind of a bearish indecision candle with a lot of volume. Not massive volume, but around average or better. Still looking like they want to go and make new all-time highs. Thanks, NVIDIA. Oh, we're 595-ish. All right. Okay. Trying to figure out how big I want to go here. Oh, tariffs got blocked? Okay. My head's in the sand. What can I say? That's wild. That is wild. Huh. I wonder how Trump's going to pivot on that one. That is crazy. Basically, I'm going to give a couple of areas. Really, like, our charting is pretty irrelevant with this gap up that we're going to get. But a couple of things, you know, if we open, get a retest of this, I would be long. Same thing here. If we open, get a retest here, I would be long. Okay. Dude, they're gonna just rip faces. I think this is not a bad spot to be long on ES, probably. $68, $69. This isn't terrible right here. I might take one contract really quick. I might take one contract and put a second one at 69. Actually, it looks like they're just going to give me 69 right now, so I guess I'll just put an order there and see if I get filled. And I'll be targeting 610, or you could even target the November VPOC on ES. I'll probably put my order at 970. All right, order placed. Now I need to move my take profit to 610. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close this out now. Okay. Sorry. Just put in my orders and then I just close my software. If they fill me, awesome. If they don't, whatever. If I get stopped out, cool. If I don't, awesome. And really, Ooh, is my mic okay? That's really just the attitude you want to have when you're trading. I think my volume's probably a little low. Let's turn this up just a hair. That might be better. Um, it's like I could give a shit. Like, obviously, I would rather make money, but if the trade goes against me, it is what it is. Like, that's trading, right? And until you really just learn to accept your risk and say, hey, I'm going to put an order here, take profit here, stop loss here, and you just let it ride. And even if you come 1 point from your stop or from your take profit, and then it flies down and stops you out or whatever, then it is what it is. You take it on the head. Oh, sorry, too loud now? Let me turn it down. Is this better? Sorry. It looked like it wasn't picking me up very well. So, let me know if that's better. Sorry, guys. I am. Sorry, everybody. It's good now? Okay, cool. So yeah, what I was saying is, yeah, just you have to be completely indifferent to, you know, what happens with your trades. If you stressed out, then you're probably overpositioned. If you trade based off of the math of, you know, a minimum of one risk to reward. I don't even know what my risk is on this trade. Let's see. I enter, or my entry would be once or 970, take profit 910, and my stop loss was here. So making $4 for every dollar risked. Ideally, I actually might move this. I just don't like how now I'm getting into like lower ratios, but basically if they form a bull flag here, which is what it looks like they're doing, the what invalidates a bull flag would be if we retrace below the 50% retracement fib. And so ideally, like, you want your stop loss something like this, but then I'm not getting 4-1 on my trade. I could take MES instead of ES and use the larger stop. I'm just going to let this ride, see what happens. This is where I'm at right now. So we'll see. Exactly, Jamon. Like, 100%, you'll start to notice over time that news just conveniently comes out at key levels on the charts or whatever else. So, pretty wild. Let me go ahead and screenshot this and post it in Keenan's. And then now would just be chance to ask questions if you guys have any. Let me see. Oh, and then I didn't mention this. Shorty's going to be live 9 p.m. tonight Eastern. Market update on futures. Yeah. I'm wondering if they're just going to run this from here. It's very possible. Hopefully they give the golden pocket, but Yeah. We shall see. So with that said, as always, I know these videos are getting shorter and shorter, but I think I'm getting more efficient and faster at doing them. Oh, we didn't look at news, but I don't think it matters. They are going to run this to the moon regardless. I mean, obviously, like, there's some kind of tweet or something that could come out and change everything. So an hour before the open, we've got some pretty important news. Governor Bailey speaking at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then what, half an hour before the close? Tokyo CPI. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is always possible, right? Like, Shorty tweeted about that the other day, where we're in a market where, like, your TA can really get screwed by one tweet from Trump. You know, he just has to pretty much say anything, and then everything you were, you know, like, your trade goes out the water. So, yeah, I feel like I just should have slapped by when I saw this, but whatever. It is what it is. Hopefully some people listened. I was like, this isn't bad. It was right here when I said it, 81. But they pulled back to 77. Would have been a nice entry. I'm hoping they give this, but that's probably going to take some chopping all the way down and boom, go. So we'll have to see. If they break 97, then we're going to 610 as a minimum. All right. So with that said, I mean, Jamon, it's difficult for everybody. Like, it's, I feel like the market right now is pretty hard to trade with Trump's ability to, you know, send it flying in one direction or the other at the snap of a finger. I don't think it's been particularly easy for anybody. Maybe easier for some, but not what we're used to at all. But it is what it is. We got to roll with the punches. So with that said, huge thanks to all the subscribers. Extra big thanks to the friends of the stream. Extra big thanks to, I don't know who. Everybody. And if you're new here, I would love a sub. Basically, 5 days a week, we go over what we're watching for on SPY. And then generally a few times a week, we'll cover option trades for the next day. But with the volatility this week so far, I haven't been able to look at any option setups, because when we have big moves, like, it kind of invalidates everything that I look at for the next day. But we do have a very high win rate when we do call out option setups, and then generally, like, 2 or 3 times a week, my mentor goes live on my YouTube here, and he'll go over what he's watching for the next day for futures, or sometimes for the entire week. And then generally, like, once or twice a month, we'll go over education and teach how we trade for newer people. With that said, much love, much respect, everybody. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. I hope you have a good day trading tomorrow. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace out.